Hey everyone, it's Ash here. Thank you so much for being with me today. Welcome to our fourth episode of Harmony Rising. And today's episode is called The Body Remembers, and we'll jump into that soon. But let me do my official welcome. Welcome to Harmony Rising, a sanctuary where peace, presence, and purpose rise together. I'm Ashley, and with each episode, it's an invitation to slow down, breathe deeper, and come home to yourself. So let's begin. I'm so grateful you're here, arriving, softening, and choosing presence again today. This episode, like I said before, it's called The Body Remembers. But before we jump into that, let's talk about our reflection prompts from last week. We talked about how the mind is a mirror, right? And so the reflection prompts we left with last week were: what thoughts have been loud for you lately? And what thoughts are you ready to release? You know, I have a lot of thoughts. I have a constant inner dialogue that I have to manage throughout the day. But I deal with a constant imposter syndrome that tells me that I'm not enough, or that I need to work harder, or that I'm inadequate, right? And so those thoughts, they come in very loud. And I have to remind them that I am a Donahue. That's what I say. And that I will accomplish anything that I put my mind to, and that I am stronger than my thoughts, and that I am in control of my thoughts and what I choose to entertain in my thoughts, right? The thoughts that I was ready to release is that inadequacy, right? And so I'm really working hard to let it go. I'm still doing work around where that really comes from. I know with my dad growing up, he really made me work very, very hard. I always tell this story about how my dad was deployed, and he was gone for about 6 months. And when he came back, I was the only girl on my baseball team. And I was at my game on a Saturday morning in Mississippi, and all of a sudden I'm up to bat, and I hear my dad from the stand, saying that, I better not miss that ball. And I heard his voice, and I turned, and I couldn't believe he was there. I hadn't seen him in months. And of course, what happens? I strike out. Okay. And, he was so mad at me. I could hear him screaming, cussing me out from the stands. Mind you, I'm probably like 7 or 8 years old. And so I walk home from my game that day, and my dad makes me work the entire day. I can't go in. I'm not allowed to eat. I have to drink from the hose. And he makes me work on catching the ball, hitting the ball, making sure that I'm able to be the best version of myself, right? And so I wonder if a form of inadequacy I have comes from that. But the discipline and the life lessons that I learned, I've learned to really appreciate those things. But there's a balance in these life lessons, and there's something I'm still trying to heal there myself. So I would say that that's what I'm trying to let go. And I hope you were able to reflect on those prompts. And again, at the end of this episode, I'll also give you a few prompts to focus on as well. But let's go ahead and jump back into the point of this episode is the body remembers. And this one, it's tender, because the body holds stories long after our mind has moved on, right? It holds tension. It holds truth. It holds intuition and memory. It holds parts of us that we've outgrown, and the parts of us that we are still learning to love. So let's begin gently. In Breaking Patterns and Building Peace, I wrote that your body is not separate from your healing. It is your healing. It is the place where our emotions land, where our patterns live, and where our nervous systems speak, and where our energy takes form, right? So if this is where all of this is happening, then by paying attention to those patterns in our behavior, we might be able to peel back the layers to figure out exactly what it is that we need to heal. Sometimes it's like a puzzle. We're putting the little pieces together. So if your body remembers what our mind forgets, sometimes we have to learn how to bring things back to the surface, and it can be painful, and it can be triggering. And sometimes we don't want to deal with that because who has time to drudge up things that we've already feel like we've dealt with? But the reality is if the pattern is consistently revealing itself again, then maybe you really didn't heal it like you thought you did. And that should be explored and unboxed a little further. So if our body remembers what our mind forgets, it remembers the moments that we hold our breath, that we walk on eggshells, the times you swallowed your feelings, the times you had to shove down your fears, the seasons you carried more than what you should have, and the years that you pushed through instead of slowing down. And it remembers the joy too, the laughter, the softness, the moments of safety, and the times you felt held. Your body is always communicating with you. The question is, are you listening? Let's talk about how the body expresses what the mind suppresses. I'm going to say that one more time. Let's talk about how the body expresses what the mind suppresses. When you're overwhelmed, your shoulders tighten, right? When you're anxious, your breath shortens. When you're grieving, your chest feels heavy. When you're disconnected, your body feels numb. And when you're aligned, your body feels open. You feel grounded. You feel steady in the steps that you take. Your body's not betraying you. It's signaling you. It's indicating to you something's either right or something's not right. It's trying to get your attention. It's trying to bring you home. We cannot be distracted with all of the noise that we forget to come home to ourselves. We don't need to find the answers outside of ourselves. We hold all the answers right here, right at home. In everyday empathy, I talk about how presence begins with awareness. And in the empathy element, I talk about emotional regulation and how your internal state shapes your external experience. Your body is the bridge between the two. So today I want to guide you into a simple somatic practice, one that's going to help you reconnect your body gently, without judgment, without pressure. Okay? This is going to be called the mind body scan. And really your goal is going to be to pay attention. Pay attention to how your body feels, what your body's experiencing as I go through all these different steps of your body, right? And, as I'm going through it for myself, I'm really going to pay attention because right now, as you know, I'm healing from back surgery. So it's going to be really intentional for me to see, like, are there any other places through my body right now that I really need to pay attention to? So all things can be true at the same time. All right, so let's begin. If you can for me, we're going to sit in this. Let's breathe. Inhale. You can close your eyes if you want to. Let your breath slow down. Let your shoulders soften and bring your awareness to the top of your head. Notice, is there any sensation there? Is there a warmth or coolness? Do you have tension at the top of your head? Maybe some stillness? Now I want you to move that awareness down to your forehead. Now to your eyes, your jaw. Unclench, soften. Let's bring some awareness to your neck. Your shoulders. Let's bring some awareness to your chest. Notice what's here. We're not trying to fix it right now. We just want to witness it. We hold so much in our heart. Does yours feel heavy, cold, guarded? Move down to your stomach. Our powerhouse. Now to your hips and your legs. Now to your feet. Let your breath meet each place with compassion. If you felt tension anywhere in your body, just breathe into it. And if you felt nothing, that's okay too. Sometimes it's just the discipline of doing these exercises that will make the difference over time. If emotion rises, if you feel the need to scream, cry, just let it be, let it out, let it go. Your body is speaking to you, and you are listening. Now take one more breath slowly and whisper internally to yourself, "Thank you for carrying me," because your body has carried you through every season of your life, even the ones you didn't think you'd survive. Before we close out today, I want to leave you with those two gentle reflection prompts. Where did your body hold tension? And what might this tension be telling you? Let your answers come to you softly. You can do this exercise over and over again throughout the week. Let them come to you without judgment. So thank you for choosing presence. As you move through your day today, just remember, your body remembers, and when you listen, you heal. So until next time, this is Harmony Rising. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And if today's episode supported you, grounded you, or helped you connect with yourself, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need it too. And remember, peace is a practice, presence is a choice, and you are always worthy of coming home to yourself. That's the purpose of it all. Until next time, this is Harmony Rising. Bye, beautiful people.